The Pittsburgh Penguins are on a break, but we're not. Let's talk about it.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Kunitz and shots. Penguins win it! Sees part for Crosby to the goal. He scores!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
And on Fane, the shot. He scores! Here's Crosby with a burst of speed. Up the middle. Gets open. Scores!
We're a collective.
Andy Kyoto is beating Ninamaki's brains in. What a show!
Great moments are born from great opportunities. A wise man named Herb Brooks said that once, and I think it applies today. The TPC podcast is going to be covering the United States hockey team this Olympics. And we are proud to be from America. We are proud to talk about the Americans. And that's exactly what we are doing today. We are announcing that every game that the United States play, we're going to go live right after. We're going to be following along on our Twitter. We're going to be following along on all our recaps. So we are going to be with you representing Team USA this Winter Olympics. I know I'm excited. I love when the Winter Olympics come around. Josh, are you excited? And what's the Olympics you've been watching so far? And besides curling, don't hit me with the curling. I knew it was going to be curling, but go ahead. Tell me what Olympic event you've been watching, and also if you're excited.
Yeah, no, I'm ready to go. I have watched a little bit of the women's Team USA hockey. I watched a little bit of the I guess it was group competition of the figure skating.
Nice.
Watched our dude I forget his name.
I don't know.
He's got a
It's a wild name.
It's a wild name. Doesn't
wild
sound it should be American at all, but he's Team USA, so shout out that guy. Fantastic. I think he's only 21 years old. But he carried us in that competition. And then I've been watching curling and doing well for that as well. And I'm excited to keep it going with Team USA for men's hockey. And I mean, I don't know how long it's been since I've actually, to be completely honest, like excited about the men's team. Mm-hmm. But I am this year because of the Four Nations. Four Nations kind of launched me into excitement for this. So I'm rearing, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, 100%. I think the Four Nations was the trailer, the preview. I think everyone was watching that saying, can the United States actually take down the juggernaut that is Canadian hockey? And we did. I think when we beat them in the round robin of the Four Nations, the world stopped. They said, uh-oh, this team actually could do it. Now, unfortunately, we lost in the finals of the Four Nation. It was a very heartbreak in overtime, but it was a physical game. It was a game where the United States put their heart on the sleeve, and everyone was talking during this Four Nations tournament, this Olympics is going to be so monumental. Now, a lot is happening for the Americans. It is our 250th anniversary of the United States of America. We are happy. We are ready to go. We are proud to represent the red, white, and blue, and the boys are buzzing. They had a week prior. They weren't playing.
Yeah.
They made it very accommodating for the hockey players, the men's hockey players. The women started like right away. I think the opening ceremony was Friday. They played Friday.
I think they actually played Thursday. I think they were playing the night before.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right.
Opening ceremony, yeah.
So everything is kind of, the stage is set, I guess, for them. But they have always been planned, to play a week after the opening ceremonies. So finally, all the boys are there. They're in what is it called? Olympic Village or
Yep.
yeah, Olympic Village. They're all getting their roommates all settled. Everything is great. Finally, they hit the ice for practice. And we're going to go over the lines and we're going to go over who made the roster really quick. But you can tell on all those guys that they're looking for blood. They are not satisfied with the result of the Four Nations. We're not happy with just one win against Team Canada. We're looking for gold. We are trying to get a medal. And if the medal we get isn't the color that the Pittsburgh Penguins rocked for so many years, I don't think they're happy. I don't think they're going to be happy. They got to go for gold. I think they are going for gold. Anything less than that is going to be a complete disappointment. And Canada's willing and trying to defend their spot on the throne of worldwide hockey. It was the Soviets in 1980, and it's the Canadians now in the new millennia, Josh. But the United States has something to say about that. We have that gold-winning mentality. We have that gold-winning heart that's in every single one of these athletes, and I cannot wait to see what the United States men's hockey team is going to do. The women are taking care of business. No one's doubting. Everyone kind of knows. It's going to be America and Canada in the finals. Like, everyone knows. Yeah, I think USA wins every game by more than 4 goals. So, unreal. I think it's been back-to-back-to-back shutouts, which is, I think, unheard of, which is wild. No one's ever seen dominance like the men's Canadian team, like the women's American team. Like, the women's American team is so dominant. And that's going to be a great final between the women's the women's Canada, women's US. That's going to be a battle. But the real test is going to be the men's trying to win gold today. So like I said, we're going to go live after every single game. Let's quickly take a look at what the games are. Josh, let's break these down. And I'm actually really happy that I don't have to have a streaming service to watch all these things.
Well, I mean, you do, but we already have it.
You don't. Right. I mean, you could, if you have cable still in 2026, USA is there. But Josh, break down these games and what times and most likely when we're going live after these games.
Yeah, so the first game is going to be Thursday, February 12th at 3:10 our time. This is Eastern Standard Time, okay? I know I just said our time. I know we got fans all across the country, but we have Thursday, February 12th, 3:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time against Latvia. All right, and for you Penguins fans, you're probably going to see a familiar face in the goaltending for Latvia. It's most likely going to be Artur Shilovs in net for Latvia. So should be a fun game. I'm going to count my chickens before they hatch. That's a dub for USA. And then 2 days later on Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, the game, same time, 3:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time against Denmark. And then Sunday, back-to-back days, we have February 15th, 3:10, same time, Eastern Standard Time versus Germany. And like Louie said, we'll be going live after every single one of those. So I would expect somewhere around 5:30 that we would be going live for each of those games, more likely on the 5:30 time. But that will be the estimated time that we'll be going live after each game.
Now, if you know anything about the NHL, especially the Pittsburgh Penguins, there's a back-to-back there, which means most likely the same goaltender is not going to be playing. We have 3 goaltenders in the United States roster, which is Connor Hellebuyck, Jeremy Swayman, and then Ottinger. What's his first name? Oh, no, I just blanked.
Oh, great. Jake
Ottinger. Thank you. I was like Jeremy Swayman.
Sorry, it
Jeremy
took me a
Swayman.
second too, just because
Jeremy Swayman. I'm like, okay, I know his name's Jeremy. I thought I had Jake Ottinger, but Connor Hellebuyck, Jake Ottinger, and Jeremy Swayman. And most likely, out of those three, I listed them in order. Connor Hellebuyck's going to be the main starter, then Ottinger, then Swayman. And I do like in this back-to-back of the 14th and 15th, I do like Connor Hellebuyck on the 14th, and then versus Germany, put Ottinger in there. But that's not all who we have, Josh. Let's go over really quickly the men's roster for the United States. First line, this is what we've been seeing in practice so far. But you have the first line, Austin Matthews, the captain of this team. Not a lot of people happy about it. Not a lot of people happy about it. I would like to see one of the Kachucks, or my underdog for captain is third line center Dylan Larkin. Michigan boy, loves the game, Josh, on an underrated hockey team over in the Red Wings. I really like Dylan Larkin to be the captain of this team. He screams out like a Micah Ruzioni. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. Yeah. But he's definitely the guy. Maybe it's just third line centers that are the captain, because, ladies and gentlemen, Sidney Crosby is the third line center on Team Canada. Unheard of. Probably never played on the third line in his life. But he's doing that this Olympics. Dylan Larkin should be the captain. But speaking of lines, we got Jake Gensel, Matt Boldy with Austin Matthews, Jake Eichel centering the Kachuk brothers. You have Dylan Larkin, Jack Hughes, Tage Thompson, Clayton Keller, Vincent Trocheck, and Brock Nelson. Josh, what do you think about the forwards on Team USA?
Yeah, this was, this is probably the best you're going to get. There were some controversies on if, Jason Robertson should have been included. I personally do think he should have been there. But I am excited for someone like Clayton Keller. I like Tage Thompson's game. I like it'll be interesting to see how the Kachuk brothers play. I know they like to play physical, so it'll be interesting to see how they can do it on the Olympic stage, because obviously with the Four Nations, the physicality was lifted. It was NHL rules. So you can fight, you can, lay the wood. We'll be interested to see how they like to play. But, I'm a huge fan of Jack Eichel's game. Overall as an individual, and then just as a former Penguin, I'll be obviously watching Jake Gensel as well. Yeah. But I think they almost nailed it with the forwards. I think I would have liked to see Jason Robertson included as well.
Yeah, I think he's the only guy that's dominating that's not part of this roster. But you can tell Bill Guerin, the GM of this team, wanted to put together kind of like a rough and kind of more of a physical team together.
Sure.
We, very similar to 1980, we need a team that can stand with the Canadian team. They're going to be fast, they're going to be very quick, and they're going to be moving the puck. You need some guys to kind of push back. You need some guys to kind of be a little more physical, get under the skin of these talented, quick guys over in Canada. So I do like the roster. Like you said, near perfect. But let's take a look at Josh, the defenseman of Team USA. We have Quinn Hughes paired up with Charlie McAvoy, Jacob Slavin with Brock Faber, Zach Werenski, and Noah Hannafin. What do you think of these defensive pairings?
Yeah, again, we're just dealing with superstars across the board here. Zach Werenski, underrated year. To be honest, possibly underrated player. Wasn't, first of all, didn't think he was American. Second of all, just watching him play this year against the Penguins, fantastic. And then there was a nice little clip of his send-off in Columbus. Loved it. Skating around with the American flag as the crowd chants USA. That's out of a movie. That is fantastic. And then, there's no complaints with, Quinn Hughes, Charlie McAvoy, Jacob Slavin. Those guys are absolutely filthy on the ice. So, those top three are fantastic. You can nitpick if you want, but this team is as deep as you can possibly get in terms of a U.S. Olympic team for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. I really like these guys. I think Quinn Hughes is going to make a lot of noise. It's going to be nice to see him out there too. But like Charlie McAvoy, very physical. And these guys, we're gonna be shoving some guys around. You can't fight in the Olympics, I guess. But you could definitely lay a guy out. So I think that's exactly what we're looking for. Don't let guys get too close to the net. Don't let magic happen. I mean, that's where Sid gets all his glory, is behind the net, front of the net, hash marks. You need guys to kind of stop that. And then you have McDavid just skating around with Cale Makar and McKinnon, which is going to be nonsense. So you need these guys to be a brick wall, and to not let them pass. So that's exactly what these defensive guys are going to do, and I can't wait. But we just kind of wanted to go over the roster. So you guys are familiar with the names that are going to be representing the United States hockey. But this is the schedule. We are excited. These are the preliminary round. All right? So basically, you gain up points. You look at this schedule, and you go, it's a sure win across the board for the United States.
It should be.
It should be. Okay? The only one I think is going to give us a hard time is either Denmark or Germany. No offense, Latvia. I know they've had some upsets in the past, but being a Penguins fan, knowing Archer Shelovs, I think we're pretty good.
I didn't want to say it.
I think we're in the clear.
I didn't want to say it earlier.
I think we're in the clear. But if only Tristan Jarry got on Team Canada, I would say we're really good. But God knows that's not happening. But yeah, the Denmark and the Germany game is probably going to be a little tough. But I really do like this preliminary round. Then it goes into qualifiers. Then it goes into quarterfinals. Excuse me, quarterfinals, semifinals, where 4 teams face off. The 2 winners go for the gold medal game, and then the 2 losers duke it out for the bronze. Obviously, the loser of the gold medal game gets silver. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see. I would love to see where the United States land. Like I said, the goal is gold, and that is on Sunday, February 22nd at 8:10 a.m., which is wild. We are going to go live for that if the Americans make it. I believe they will. I am scheduling things at my church and stuff so I could be like, if we go, I am not available for this. It's going to be a great game. Can't wait. Josh, last thoughts on this United States Olympic run to get gold?
No, I think this is a great team. I think this is a team, you can make some arguments that some people were left off. Some people may not have been as deserving, whatever you want to nitpick. Yeah. But I think this is a team that has a legitimate shot. And I heard Michael Ruzioni, the 1980 Team Canada captain, say it.
Team USA captain.
Oh, my bad. Team USA captain.
How dare you? I'm just kidding. We were talking about Canada.
Yes.
No, just a knife in Mike Ruzioni's heart. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I heard him mention previously that that team, the 1980 team, is just waiting for another Olympic team to just rip that from them. The mantle of being the gold medal winning team. And he thinks this team has a shot. And if Mike Ruzioni thinks this team has a shot, then by God, I do too.
Yeah.
Because that man has more hockey knowledge in his pinky than I will ever know. So if he thinks they have a shot, let's ride these boys. Let's go. Let's 100%. Go all the way. Beat Team Canada. Get this gold.
And I think we started this podcast with a Herb Brooks quote. Let's end it with a Herb Brooks quote. Josh, we're not looking for the best players. We're looking for the right ones. So next time you're looking at that roster and you say, oh, Jason Robertson isn't on there, these guys who are putting up points, it's not about points. It's about how we could take that individual talent and work it in a system that's for the betterment of the team. Go watch Miracle. You're going to be pumped. You're going to be pumped. That was the whole purpose of 1980. It wasn't looking for the best players. It was looking for the right ones to win gold. I think that's exactly what Bill Guerin is doing. And I think Mike Sullivan and that coaching staff is going to take these boys to win gold. And the 250th anniversary, get ready for that American flag to be waving in Italy. It's going to be great. Josh, as always,
Go USA.